What's up guys? I'm super excited to be chatting with you guys today about my top 5 tips for starting a keto lifestyle. So you guys know I've been following a keto lifestyle personally for a really long time. It's been absolutely amazing for me. It's really helped me heal so many of my health issues like hyperglycemia, like hormonal issues, like adrenal fatigue, gut dysfunction, all of these things, right? And there's so much more healing to continue to happen that I'm super pumped to do, right? But I want to let you know that a keto lifestyle is it can be very easy. It can be a lifestyle. It can be effortless, and you don't have to be super obsessive, and you don't have to make it hard, and you don't have to have all these rules. It can be a lifestyle, and I'm going to tell you my top tips on starting that lifestyle today for starting to live this like very authentic, amazing, beautiful space of eating and listening to your body, right? So that's what we're jumping into today. So number one, the first tip is that you need to start with your why. Okay, you need to start getting super clear on why you're wanting to start a keto lifestyle and you want to start setting up the intentions that you have for starting this lifestyle, all of that sort of stuff. The thing is that if you're looking to do a keto style of eating to lose weight, to make it a diet, it's not going to work for you. I'm going to be super real, because the thing is that diets, they lead to short-term results. Once you get off the diet, you're gonna go right back to where you are or worse, and a keto style of eating has to be a lifestyle. Because the thing is that it changes the way that your body's functioning on a chemical and a hormonal level. It's a completely different metabolic process, right? So you're not a sugar burner anymore. You're going into a state of being a fat burning metabolizer. The great thing about keto is that you can be metabolically flexible, right? So like today I ate gluten-free pizza. I had carbs. Oh my gosh, such a huge deal, right? But the thing is that it has to be a lifestyle, right? So you can, be a fat burning machine most of the time, and then if you decide to have gluten-free pizza like I did today, you're gonna be fine. You'll be able to go back to the way that you normally eat. Your body will react fine, all of these things, right? But you cannot think of it as a short-term thing. It's just not gonna work for you. You have to get super clear about your why. For me, my why was that I wanted to start healing my body. I was done with my hypoglycemia. I just was tired and sick of it. I was tired of being a slave to food and to tracking my macros and to feeling really crappy and tired, and my adrenal fatigue and all these hormonal imbalances, right? So a lot was going on, and that was my why. Right? Because I was like, I don't have any other option. Like, I need to try something. I heard how healing keto can be, and now it is a true lifestyle for me, which is awesome. And I love it so much. So number one, you have to set up your why. Okay. And also another short little thing about that, right? So whenever you set up your why, you're putting an intention behind it, right? So it's not just setting a goal of, I'm gonna do keto. How motivated are you to continue to moving towards that? How is that gonna keep you like moving towards that? And how are you gonna stick with it, right? Whenever you have an intention behind it, right? So whenever you have that why of, I wanna heal my body, or I want to show up in my life more vibrantly and energized, and I want this to impact my health on a super positive way, all of these things, right? That's going to be a why to help keep you motivated to continue on this path, right? So it's not just setting this empty goal. Okay, number two is that it has to be a lifestyle. Okay, now looking at my notes, I already literally went over that, right? So it has to be a lifestyle. And the thing is that keto is known for the ketogenic diet, right? Because diet is a term that describes the way that you eat. I hate the word diet. I hate dieting in general. I think that it's very destructive. I think that it obviously doesn't lead to long-term results. It doesn't lead to fulfillment or feeling your best with your health and all of these things, right? So we have to approach it as a lifestyle. Okay, and what I mean by a lifestyle is that you're committing to this as a way that you live your life. It's not just like I have to eat these things and these are the rules and this is the way to do things and I have to do this on this certain date. No, like it doesn't have to be that way, right? You could approach it as a lifestyle. You can have this as a lifestyle like I do, right? I've shown you guys a lot of my keto lifestyle days of eating, and I purposefully say lifestyle because that's what it is, right? It's the way that I just live my life. And so you have to approach it as a lifestyle. You have to approach it with something that's long-term, that is your new way of eating. It's your new reality, and it's just that new norm. Number 3 is that you have to allow yourself to transition. A lot of people just dive in head first. That's what I did, and I really wish I didn't have, because the thing was my body wasn't ready for it, right? I was going from eating 300 grams of carbs a day, 30 grams of fat a day, like obsessively tracking my macros, to trying to jump into this keto lifestyle, and it stressed my body out tremendously, right? Because I went from being totally like overwhelmingly amount of carbs, right, in this really hypoglycemic state, to trying to just literally dive headfirst into keto. And yes, you can do that, and I got through it. Obviously I had really bad keto flu, but I did it, right? But I would really recommend that you allow your body to transition. You allow your body to adapt. And that's the thing, is that it's an adaptation, right? So your body has to learn how to function differently on a chemical and a hormonal level. Keto, whenever you're being a fat burner, it's a completely different metabolic process than if you're a sugar burner. Completely different. And you have to allow your body to really adapt to that and to get fat adapted. Fat adaptation, right? It's a transition. And so you have to allow your body to be able to catch up with you and just start learning how to process fat and start learning how to depend on fat for fuel, right? You have to allow your body to transition. Number 4 is that whenever you start this keto style of eating, this keto lifestyle, I want you to focus on what you can have. I want you to focus on adding in rather than taking away. A lot of the times whenever people go into this keto style of eating, all they focus on is what they can't have, right? They focus on, oh, I can't have the bread, I can't have the rice, I can't have the fruits, like I can't have any of this stuff. And that's really, really destructive to your mindset. And it can be really, really unmotivating or demotivating, and it can be really, really tough, right? It makes us want to give up, and it makes us focus on the lack and the scarcity. And so I want you to think about what you can have. I want you to think about all of these new awesome foods that you can add in, that you can try, all of these new recipes. Like, it's an opportunity and it's a new journey, right? But also, whenever you focus on adding in rather than taking away, so you're adding in the fats, you naturally start to just decrease the carbohydrates because your body starts adapting to that, right? And you are so much more satisfied. You're so much more fueled by the fat, because whenever you start to incorporate these things, your body can start tapping into the fat and using that for fuel. You naturally start to decrease the carbs. You focus instead on, what can I add in? Right? What kind of fatty toppings can I add in? Can I add in butter? Can I add in another fatty meat? Can I add in some sort of dressing? Like, all of these things, right? So focus on adding in, and you'll naturally start decreasing the carbohydrates that are in your diet. Last, final, 5th tip is going to be, don't focus on the numbers. This can be for weight. This is going to be for tracking, for obsessing over the calories. Do not focus on the numbers. If I can tell you anything, that would be my biggest, the biggest tip, right? Because I really believe that whenever we go to numbers to determine the way that we feel and the way that we live our lives, and, you know, to determine all of these things for us, we get so out of tune with ourselves. This could be whenever you jump on the scale and you let that weight that you're at determine how you feel, determine how you show up and your worth and all of these things. Or it could be letting your macros and your calories run your life, right? So it really messes with our view on food and our view on ourselves. It makes us get super, super out of tune with ourselves, right? So I really recommend that you don't focus on the numbers or the rules, right? So I recommend throw out that scale. You do not need this scale. It does not determine anything about you. And your progress is not based on what that number on that scale says, especially as you start keto. There's gonna be so many fluctuations in your body, and looking to a scale to determine your progress is very, number 1, destructive to your mindset and your self-worth. And number 2, it is not a good indicator of what your health is, where your body body is, all of these things. We put way too much value on our weight, and then we put way too much value on tracking and obsessing over these numbers. Start with focusing on how you feel, on adding in those fats, and try to go off of your intuition. I know it can be scary, right? And we want the rules, we want the numbers, we want to know what to do and what to follow and all of these things, right? Because I was the same way. But I can promise you that if you want to make this a lifestyle, you have to get out of that mindset. You have to stop focusing on the numbers, because it is not serving you, number one, and those numbers have nothing to do with how you feel, your health, or your worth. So final tip is don't focus on the numbers. Don't focus on the numbers, okay? So that is my top 5 tips on how to start your keto lifestyle. My top 5 tips for the mindset that you should be in as you work towards this keto lifestyle, as you're jumping in, and my tips for you to be successful with this as a lifestyle. I also have a full keto ebook that is going to explain everything for you guys. It's going to explain what keto is, how to make it a lifestyle, the benefits, why you want to even start it, and it also includes a full 28-day program. So it's gonna literally take you along a 28-day journey of implementing a keto lifestyle. So it gives you the meal plans every single day. It gives you a meal planner. It gives you the grocery list. It gives you all of the tools that you need to start your keto lifestyle, and to give you all the information, answer all of your questions about what keto is and how to make it a true lifestyle for you. So if you want that, if you want to start your own keto lifestyle today, the link will be down below and you can click on that, check it out, and start your keto lifestyle today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it was super helpful, and if it was, make sure to let me know. Leave a comment down below, leave a review. I would love to hear from you guys, and that is what I have for you guys today. If you guys are interested in the keto ebook, make sure to go check it out and you can start your keto lifestyle today. Other than that, make sure that you subscribe so that you know whenever I put out new content, so that you guys can stay up to date with me. And that's what I have for you guys today. And I love you. I will see you in the next one.